Hi everyone. This lesson is about the difference between functions and non-functions, sometimes referred to as relations. Technically, they're all relationships between sets of x values and sets of y values, but we do make a big distinction between whether something is a function or not a function. Now, let's begin with one that looks like this. So here is a graph. Don't worry about the formula I have over there. Let's just focus on the shape of the graph. Now, the idea is that we want to try and work out what type of relationship there is between the set of x values and the set of y values. Is it one to one? Is it many to one? Is it one to many? Or is it many to many? Now, the easiest way I can think of to explain this one is to use a horizontal and a vertical line. Now, we know that x represents the horizontal axis, so let's introduce a horizontal. Where's it gone? Let's introduce a horizontal line. Now, as this is just an arbitrary horizontal line. It doesn't. It could be anywhere, absolutely anywhere. Now, the thing is, there are some places where this horizontal line intersects the graph many times. So horizontal means X, and here is an example of intersecting many times. So this is going to not be this one. It'll be either here, many for X, or this one over here, many for X. So we've immediately knocked two of the possibilities out because we have a horizontal line intersecting many times. Now it doesn't really matter, like, I mean, down there, the horizontal line intersects once, but it's if there exists a horizontal line that intersects many times. So definitely that does exist when I consider, for example, that one. So we'll put that horizontal line out of the way. Now let's consider a vertical line. Here comes a vertical line. Now let's stop and think about how many times that's intersecting my graph once, somewhere there. If I move a little bit, I'm still intersecting just once. If I move a little bit more, I'm still intersecting. It wouldn't matter where I place the vertical line. It's only ever possible to intersect the y coordinate or the vertical line once. And vertical means y. So we've got 1 for y. This is a graph with a many to one relationship. It means there are many x values that all will translate to the same y value. Now let's see if we can show what we mean by that. Let's bring this one back. Here we go. Let's try that. So there is an x value there at about -1 that corresponds to a y value -10. There's another x value there at about 1.5 that corresponds to the same y value of -10. And there's an x value there of 6 that corresponds to the same y value of -10. So there are three different x values that all point or translate through the formula to the same y value. Definitely it's a many to one relationship. And this is a function. Functions are the ones that have a 1 for the y. So this has 1 for y, that's a function. Let's try a different one. Here's a different one. Let's move this horizontal line up and down. Now, no matter where I place that dashed horizontal line, it's only intersecting the graph once. This is a 1 for the x's. Now let's look at the vertical line, moving it left to right. Here it comes. It's intersecting many times. So there's many for the y's. This is a one to many relationship. This one is not a function. Functions have to have only a single y value, not many y values. So this is a lovely formula and it's got a lovely graph and it's a one to many relationship, but it's not a function. Now let's look at this one. If I start with my vertical line, which is my y's, it doesn't really matter where I put this vertical line. It's only intersecting the graph once, so it's 1 for y. If I use my horizontal line, again, it's only intersecting the graph once. And if it only intersects once, it's 1. This is a one-to-one relationship. For every x value, there's only one y value, and conversely, for every y value, there's only one x value. So this is a one-to-one, and that's a function. Remember, functions are the ones that have a 1 for the y. So this one's a function, and so is this one. Lastly, here is an example of another one. Now my horizontal line, so my x's, that intersects twice, that's many. Now where's my vertical? I'll move that one out of the way. Where's my vertical line? It intersects many times as well. So this one's a many-to-many relationship. It's not a function. A function, remember, must have 1 for the y's, just 1. And we sometimes refer to the functions, we can tell something is a function with a vertical line test. The vertical line cuts this one many times. So remember, if it's many on the y's, it's not a function. Which was not that one. If we had that one, the vertical line cut many times, not a function. Remember, if it's many for y's, it's not a function. On the other hand, if I had this guy, the vertical line only ever cut once. That is a function. Or if I had, which one was it? It was that one, wasn't it? If I had that one, the vertical line only ever cuts once. So that one is a function. Okay, hopefully that's cleared that up for you. Thanks for watching.